DTCM, what do we do? Everything. We actually play a marketing role for Dubai as a destination. We try and increase the network overseas, formation of the DCTCM, revising hotel classification, so we provide licensing for hotels, for events, and for travel agencies. We do the new marketing blueprints every year for Dubai with our business plans. The new city brand, I'm sure you guys have seen the logo everywhere now, right? On our number plates, everywhere in the exhibitions, this new Dubai brand. We've built a new digital ecosystem for ourselves, a new website. It's been rebranded, renewed, more interactive, and of course, global marketing campaign. So of course, we want to redefine the traveler expectations. I mean, you can start off from the taxi drivers, of course, and then once you check in, so the concierge and hotel. Over here, the Mandarin-speaking tour guides goes back to our new skin group. We're not just saying we want to promote the Mandarin language, but actually it's just to showcase what we can do on the incentive side, where we had 16,000 Chinese coming for a week, right? So we need to make sure that they're comfortable with the language, make sure that there's enough signs, enough people to take them around the tour guide. So that part is just to showcase what we're capable of and the length of it. And of course, the new Tourism Academy that we will be creating is basically to take in the taxi drivers, to take in the hoteliers, to take in even our staff, and also just to educate them about tourism, educate them about the industry, understanding the etiquettes, how to do business, how different regions and markets work as well. So, if we want to pioneer, we go to the next destination. So we want to showcase the formation of Dubai Events Bureau, so or as we call them, DEB. These guys are basically taking care of all the MICE incentive groups coming in Dubai. Holiday homes is going to be a new concept we're trying to introduce. So basically, it's already there in Europe and other parts of the world, but in Dubai, we're starting to introduce it soon. Basically, is people who rent out their houses, their villas, their apartments, and it obviously is legislated by us. So it is standardized by us, and also for quality check and the rest of it. E-permit and e-ticketing system, again, this goes into our legislation where we showcase it through our departments, and of course making it more friendlier and online, more interactive and faster as well. And mid-market hotel incentive and regulations is actually, we've put out a decree for hotels between 3 to 4 stars, where if they show in a permit and build in the hotel before the end of 2017, they get the 10% municipality fee that we put on revoked for 3 years. That's a lot of money. So it's just to incentivize and encourage these hotels to come and build these 3 and 4 star hotels and build a bigger pool for that stars. Shopping, of course. We always say shopping in Dubai is more than just retail therapy. Basically because where else can it be 45 degrees outside and then be able to ski, right? Where else can it be 45 degrees outside but be able to swim with a shark or go see the world's biggest crocodile? So Dubai really provides the whole experience for the whole family. So for the mom, the dad, the children, doesn't matter. And it's for everyone from any market, any region. So I guess what I'm trying to say is Dubai is for all and for everyone. So of course we have over 95 shopping malls, including the world's largest. Yes, Dubai is very small, but we have 95 shopping malls. You can wonder how much we love shopping, right? So I guess the biggest one, of course, is Dubai Mall, where we received in 2013 75 million visitors. And that's only Dubai Mall, right? So we're number 2 in the number of global brands in the city. The only city beating us is London, actually. And it's because they have had more years than us. But we'll get there. Of course, the historic souks are part of Dubai. They're actually what I like to say, heart of Dubai. These are something that you won't find anywhere else in the world because it was created here. And it's because of all the different nationalities that came here from generations ago that kind of these souks came up, from the gold souk to the spice souk and the textiles. Dubai Shopping Festival. I mean, Dubai is known. We have festivals for everything, you know. And of course, Dubai shopping, we just, this end of this January was the 20th anniversary. We've been doing this for 20 years. And of course, we have Dubai summer surprises coming up, which is great. I mean, it's usually for around the GCC region, and people say, why would I go to Dubai in the summer? We know it's hot, we get it. But that's why we have something, and we have festivals, and we have these activities. They're all revolved around indoor activities, and it's not just for the adults, but it's for the whole family. And I think it's important to know that as well, because every time I see people or sit down in a meeting, it's always like, but why would I send people in the summer? Like, why would you not? If 80% of the activities are indoor, and they're only going places to places in the car, and I'm pretty sure we have AC everywhere in Dubai now. So I don't see it being a problem. I don't see it being an issue, actually, or an obstacle. So I think it's more about knowing exactly what they're doing, building the right itinerary, and actually setting it to the right people. Of course, TripAdvisor ranked the best in the world for hotels and shopping by them. That's just to, boost our confidence a little bit, but TripAdvisor likes us apparently. So these are the things that we had, our latest additions. We had the City Walk, Phase 1, which is on Al Wasl Road. Basically, it's almost like a rodeo drive kind of concept, with cafes outside and restaurants. The new Fashion District, which is open in the Emirates Mall. We're getting the London's Fortnum & Mason, so all you tea and chocolate lovers, that's the place to go. We got the Festival City Mall expansion, which is in Garhoud area, or Beira area, and the recently opened Box Park, which is a huge park with a lot of containers and amazing food in the containers. And don't worry, no, these are actually licensed restaurants, so it's not like some guys trying to sell you food on the side, no. You guys should really check it out if you have time during the day. So things to come, we have the Palm Jumeirah Mall, yes, more malls. Mall of the World, which is going to be bigger than Dubai Mall, and it's going to be AC controlled as well. Again, more malls. And of course, Mall of the Emirates is expanding. They're actually going to their Phase 2 expansions, and we're getting the biggest Apple store in the world. Alright? And that's going to be in that expansion. Gastronomy and nightlife. Well, I'm sure you guys all eat, right? Okay. So, I mean, Dubai really varies when it comes to gastronomy. We have over 5,000 eateries. And of course, because we have over 200 nationalities in Dubai, you can imagine the types of restaurant we have and where we have them. I mean, you can go from Indian to Korean to Spanish, and then go have Italian the next day. So really, this just shows a variety that Dubai has to offer from gastronomy. And of course, we have our Michelin star chefs cooking for you guys as well. We have our Zumas, we have our Hakasans, but we also have our street traditional food. We have our, comfortable food, if you want to call it, or comfy food. And the nightlife over here, I mean, I think it's been growing really for Dubai. It's been constantly coming in with the lounges, with Pasha, Ibiza coming in. And so we have Club White as well. So all these nightlife areas are coming in and of course promoting Dubai as a nightlife destination. So we have Atelier, Clé Dubai, Cut, Pasha, and Omnia Gourmet. These are just a couple of examples that have been coming up in the latest editions. We have the Marina Social Restaurant, which is coming up, and Jean Georges. Well, actually Dubai is the events capital of the Middle East. We have more events here than anywhere around the Middle East put down together on an annual basis. So one of our, I'd say, most talked about events since last year was the Dubai Motor Festival. I mean, nowhere else in the world can you have a week where you can put out your hand and have a Phantom Rolls Royce pick you up as a taxi, right? It can happen in Dubai. We actually have a huge parade of these luxury and exotic cars and classic cars and muscle cars, all the cars you can think of. So if you guys are car lovers, you should come here in November. You will never regret it, I promise. Dubai Food Festival, we actually finished the second edition of Dubai Food Festival this year. Again, 200 nationalities. You can just imagine how many cuisines we had in that food festival. Emirates Airline Festival of Literature. This is again something that we take into our culture, because poetry is well known in our culture. And in Middle East, literature is huge. And of course, we always like to appreciate these things. Dubai Film Festival, of course, we've been doing this festival for years now, and it actually has international coverage. We've reached that height with our film festival in Dubai. So some events, you have the Art Dubai, which I think has right now. It was in March. Dubai Desert Classic. Of course, golfing is huge in Dubai. I don't know whether you guys know, but we actually have around 9 golfing centers, golf courses. Dubai Football Challenge, and of course, Party in the Park, where we get in concerts on an annual basis. Family. Of course, we want to be the #1 in family as a destination. Again, I keep saying for the whole family whenever I bring malls or activities or excursions, because it's true. I mean, really, Dubai does want to present itself to the family first. And of course, we want to be the premier destination for families. Rich diversity of attractions. I mean, we have Wild Wadi, which was ranked 6th. Dubai Aquarium Zoo, Dubai Underwater Zoo. And of course, we have the Dubai Safari that will be coming up soon. That's my cousin. No, okay. So Dubai is actually one of the top safest cities around the world, and I don't usually blurt out, "Hey, come to Dubai because it's safe." I mean, you guys can tell by yourselves in the environment you guys are in right now that Dubai is one of the safest places to be in, and of course, due to the fact that what's happening around us, a lot of people have this misconception of Dubai being associated or next to, or being afraid that, oh, what if, and here and there. But I always tell them, if you don't believe me, come and see it for yourself. I can guarantee you that you can walk anywhere at any time and you will be alright. You'll go back to your hotel and sleep perfectly fine. So the new latest additions that we have the new Bounce Park. Of course, I mentioned the King Park. If you guys go to Dubai Mall, please go check it out. We have a flight simulator of the A380 in Dubai Mall as well. If you guys could really wonder if you ever thought of becoming a pilot before and it didn't happen, this gives you another chance at it. World premiere of Transformers, of course. There's going to be a live show. Dubai Safari project, as I mentioned, is coming. We have the Legoland and Motion Gate. I'm sure you guys saw it in the Hall 3, where Motion Gate and ING were there. Six Flags as well is coming out, and Blue Waters, where we're going to have the biggest eye in the world. We're actually going to build it bigger than the London Eye. You think we're not going to do it?
Yeah, we will. We know you will.
So Dubai is a spectacular playground for out. I mean, a lot of people go like, yes, you have all these high rises and all this, but I'm a sporty guy. I like to go out in the outdoors and practice this and that. And we always say we actually have a kite beach where you guys can go and kite surf, beach volleyball, you name it. All the outdoor activities. We got jet skiing. So it's not just the desert safari aspect that we're trying to showcase, really. Overall, Dubai is very sporty. We love football. We love our rugby. We have the Rugby Sevens happening every year. So overall, outdoor activities for us is great, and I think it's a great attraction as well. So of course we have a lot of beaches here actually. If you go on into JBR, to Jumeirah, to Mamzar, to Creekside, I mean they're all beaches around Dubai. Of course the weather, except July, August, it's pretty alright. We have sunshine every day. Of course, the desert safari, always good for the adrenaline junkies. Inflatable beach playground. This is something you see at the JBR. We have the flyboarding. This is a new activity. I haven't really dared to do that, but if you guys are okay with it, you guys can go ahead and try that. And of course, the new Jumeirah Coronation Promenade. This is literally a place where people can go for jogs and unmanned. So we have the Warwood Adventure Park and the Dubai Rainforest. These are coming up later in the coming years. Heritage, let's not forget that. So, with the 200 nationalities that we have in Dubai, usually people forget the roots, where we came from. And of course we have areas such as the Al-Fahidi, the Dubai Museum, the Shandaqa, the Dubai Creek. These are old areas of Dubai, which, I mean, again, I suggest you guys go and see. It shows where Dubai, its humble beginnings, where it all started, you know, from the fishing village to the trade village to what it is now. SMCCU, you guys saw them. They're always doing presentations. If you haven't attended, please do. It's very informative. Actually, you can ask them any sort of questions. There's nothing taboo. So you guys can go for it. I mean, I've personally taken them to their center and I've had people ask them always. But I always ask one question. Why are you always allowed 4 wives? And I'm like, over and over again. But I mean, it's very informative, really. If you guys get a chance today, please do go and pay them a visit. Some of the stuff that we do traditionally is camel racing, falconry, and of course, enduring the links to the desert. So arts. This is something that people actually don't notice much about Dubai. Dubai has actually created big arts. It's becoming part of its culture, actually. Where we have different, if you guys go to the DIFC area, we have a huge area on arts. In Al Quoz area, we have a huge area on arts. Al Fahidi. So all these areas, they actually have entrepreneurial art galleries, people who've come out from across the world, from Europe, from the Middle East, and have set up shops because they believe that Dubai is going to be the center for arts. And of course, we've had acts like Cavalia, Cirque du Soleil, ballet, and this guy. Dubai International Writers Center is our latest edition, Dubai Arts. Emirates Airline Festival of Literature, which I mentioned earlier, and the Middle East Film and Comic Con. So Comic Con, we actually had our latest edition this year, and it was a huge success. And we got actually more people than we thought we would get. Dubai Design District is another free zone that is being, I think it's almost finalizing phase 1 to open up offices and bring in the companies. And of course we have the Dubai Opera House, which will be seating approximately 2,000 people in there. Hotels and spas, it's for you ladies after ATM. So of course we have 650 hotels with the spas, and you can think of, we have the Turkish, the Moroccan, the Swedish, the Thai, whichever you can think of, we do have it. So if we're going to count the hotels by the star categories, we have 85 5-star, 96 4-star, and 69 3-star. Of course we have 54 2-stars and 124 1-star hotels, and 19 guest houses, and 213 hotel apartments. Now what does this show really? It shows that Dubai is not really focused on the luxury aspect. Because that's the first thing what people think about when they think Dubai. Oh, it's really expensive. But if you actually look into it, it's for everyone. It's affordable, it's flexible. You can look at the different places and at different times. And it just shows that even by us putting that pay up for the investing more in 3 and 4-star hotels, to understand and accommodate the market size that's coming in. Of course, some of the brands that we have. So, I mean, this is more from the MICE aspect. Again, going back to the New Skin Group, our capabilities in the spot here. So, latest editions are Menzel Downtown, the Four Seasons, Sheraton Grand, and the Warwick Hotel. It's coming up. So, we're looking at, by end of 2016, around 115,000 rooms. The Royal Atlantis Resort to be done. Government initiative to drive again more 3 and 4-star hotels, and the Nikki Beach Resort. Infrastructure. This is the interesting part. So of course we're ideally positioned between the east and the west. We offer world-class infrastructure. The Dubai International Airport was named the busiest airport again, 70 million passengers. We're serving 140 airlines to 260 destinations. We mentioned that Emirates Airline has 147 and Fly Dubai 94. So the phase 1 of Dubai DWC, which is Dubai World Central, opened up in October 2013. So it usually started more of the logistics corridor where they did more of the cargo, but again, we're looking into bringing more passengers in, and they actually use it as a passenger airport when we had 2 lanes in Dubai airport closed down for refurbishment. Jebel Ali Port is the largest man-made port, and it's actually the busiest port in the Minasa region. Dubai Cruise Terminal is the largest cruise facility in the Middle East. Cruise is actually becoming a huge part of Dubai and part of its tourism. We've been putting a lot of focus the past couple of years on cruise. Dubai Metro, world's largest driverless network, and we actually started, again going back to the arts for a second, we're actually going to get some graffiti artists and some artists, and they're going to actually paint out the Dubai Metro. And again, this is just to showcase how Dubai is open and looking into arts to accept it as part of its culture. So smart city, again, we got the Knoll cards. If you guys ever use the metro or the buses or any public transportation here, you get those Knoll cards. M-Pay, and we also want to see Wi-Fi in the taxis soon. Again, we want to be a connected city, all times. Really is just to showcase the future for Dubai, and we all know that Wi-Fi is excellent. So really that's it, I think, for now. I don't know. So Dubai Tram and DWC we spoke about, 200 million passengers. And that's about it. I hope I didn't bore you guys. I was trying to skip them as fast as I could.